Our job is just to supply the technology in a way that they can then unlock it. And so for me, it's really, in an absolute sense, very hard to answer the question of what keeps me awake at night, because it's exciting and it's I think, net positive. But I do worry that when you get a technology like this that's very hyped, you get what I call the airline magazine phenomenon, which is some executives flying opens up the whatever free and says, reads about AI and says, this is the future, let's do it. And now you're doing it for the wrong reasons, right? You have to have purpose and a problem you're solving and an outcome you're shooting for. And so I do think we'll enter a hype curve where a lot of this gets mandated top down. It doesn't get done well. It doesn't have the desired effect, and people walk away from it for some time. So that keeps me awake at night, just because I think that can be easily avoided, but we'll still end up going through it because we seem to with every major technology.
Excellent. I really liked your airline magazine points. It's something I may steal from you because I think that's a very good way to describe that. Is we are looking at products out there today. It seems like everybody's putting AI in some fashion or form. And really, it leads to that hype. It leads to some of that disassociating that people do with AI because they're saying everything's got to be AI, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. When we're looking at something like as complex as what we see with development, being able to have something there that kind of serve as an extra pair of eyes, I see that as being very helpful. I see developers, again, going back to, we just want to write code and solve problems, being able to take some of that menial task off of them, being able to increase their productivity. We're now, I suspect we're going to be able to see development teams of 5 do the work of 15 or 20 when it comes in. But your case about use cases is 100% correct. I don't think we've even scratched the surface of what people are going to do when they start looking at what they can accomplish with this.
Yeah. I'll give you a quick example. We're working with this company where the problem they're trying to solve is COBOL. And there's not enough programmers out there that know it. Well, if I can train an agent to know it and make that available, then when I have to go interface with those systems and refactor some code or make a change, I can contact my virtual COBOL programmer to make that change.
Mm-hmm.
Did I displace anyone? No. I probably created something that couldn't easily be solved otherwise. And it allows me, the developer, to get back to what I'm really trying to do, which is probably surround that mainframe with something that's going to be more modern and useful for my customers today.